If another person was getting all of your significant other's attention, you'd be really upset, obviously.
Yeah, why are you not talking to me? Who's this other person?
But if just another item is, a physical object is getting all their attention, also annoying, yes?
Yeah, like video games, too much, no.
Kind of where we're at in the Love Doctor.
Relationship advice from people who are horribly unqualified. The Love Doctors with the Y94 Morning Playhouse.
Submit these anytime on the Be the Playhouse page at y94.com. Love Doctors, you're the Love Gurus. My boyfriend is wonderful in many ways, but at night we sit together for the first time all day, and this should be a time to connect, but he is glued to his phone. Whether it's TikTok or sports scores or group chats with other people, something always has his attention, and I feel like it is never me. I don't think he's cheating or hiding anything. I just wish that I could get the attention that cell phone gets. I miss when we would actually talk or watch something together. Is this just modern life, or should I tell him how much it bothers me?
I think you tell them how much it bothers you. I think this is actually something normal that people do kind of without realizing it, where they're just on their phone and they don't pay attention to the people that are actually around them.
Hi, I am here. I'm a physical person. It's actually chosen to be near you. I'm not one of these people that you don't know you're watching on TikTok. Hi.
Yeah, just say, hey, can there be some like time limits? Like, I know screen time sounds like it's like for children, and maybe you don't say it as that, but can we have a phone-free time where we can just talk and we can hang out and no phones?
Love Doctors, you're the Love Gurus. My husband has a friend that I just can't stand. Every time they hang out, he comes home acting like he's 22 again. He's far from 22. This friend constantly makes rude comments and jokes that make me uncomfortable, and I don't like that he basically has a frat guy as a friend when he's middle-aged. My husband says I'm overreacting, and they've been friends forever. I don't want to tell him who he can and can't spend his time with, but I dread every time this guy comes around or he's elsewhere with him. How do I handle this and get him to be himself when he's been near this guy?
I don't think there's really anything you can do, and especially if they're not hanging out all the time, I think it's okay every once in a while, and he goes and goofs off with this guy, and he acts like he's 22 for a night, and they're just drinking and partying. But the friend making rude comments to you, that is where now your husband has to step up and say something. Because it's one thing for you not to like him, but if he's actually saying rude things to you, that's not okay.
Yeah, I think if you have some specific examples of like, remember when he said this, or point them out as they happen, then he's been now tasked with handling that, and he's got to resolve that. And then if he's coming back separated from this guy acting a certain way you don't like, you say he's acting like he's 22, again, when he's sobered up or whatever the case might be, have a conversation about that. You know you did this, this, and this, and this, and this, and you only do that when you've been hanging out with, let's go with Chad.
And yeah, what are the things he's doing when you say he's acting like him? Is it actual like things, or he's just like being silly? I need to know more.
We need further details, but I feel like you just have some receipts and you can have a conversation.
For sure, bring up the fact that he says comments that make you uncomfortable.
And lastly, Love Doctors, the other Love Gurus. My husband and I have finally been saving some money, and we are able to go on a vacation. It's been forever, but we can't agree on where to go. I would be so happy relaxing on a beach. He says he wants to do things like activities and go to museums and sightseeing and hiking and do all kinds of activities packed in every day. He says we never go anywhere, so we have to experience it to the fullest. Why would I just sit in sand? I could go to Detroit Lakes. I don't want to fight with him over this, but we are describing two very different destinations. What do we do?
I don't think you're actually describing two different destinations. I think some places, whether it's like Florida or you go to like anywhere, I don't know, like Myrtle Beach or somewhere. Yes, you can do one day where you're at the beach, one day where you're doing all these activities. You can definitely compromise.
I am pretty sure that you could find endless, whether it's museums or whatever other stuff he wants to do, hiking trails. There's lots of stuff within distance of a beach. I think you guys just got to do a little research and find something where you get the best of both worlds, Hannah Montana it, and you go ahead and you pick that place and just say, this is beach day. This day we're going to go to the museum. This day we're going to go on your hiking trip. And then, maybe another beach day, whatever the case might be.
I think, you'll be able to do like your beach day. He can do the hiking trails. You can do whatever you want. But also for him to say, I can go to a beach in Detroit Lakes. Okay, well, you can go hiking outside literally anywhere, buddy boy.
You could also go to a museum in town. So
yeah, like that's not
a
good argument. you just need to find somewhere you can do both things.
Considering that within just a short drive, we could give you a museum and beach here in the area, I'm convinced that if you go to like an actual travel destination, like a more traditional travel destination, you could find the same.
Yeah, I think there's somewhere where you'll both be able to compromise and get what you want.